New tonight, while New Yorkers are getting back to normal after lockdown, city prisons are also bringing back some services that have been on hold since the pandemic started.
And let's get right out to News 12's Phil Tate tonight, joining us from outside the Brooklyn Detention Complex with the details on this, Phil.
Yeah, well, just Amanda, COVID-19 affected our entire world, leaving no one out. Well, tonight, the Department of Corrections saying they'll be resuming in-person family visits on June 25th. Now, this is a first from when those services went on pause back in March of last year. Well, tonight I spoke with a social justice advocate, and she tells me she understands what this means for those behind bars.
When you visit in person, you can hold hands, you can hug, you can kiss. And that's extremely important to a person that is being locked away, especially in a city jail while waiting for trial. So they're not even convicted yet, and they cannot get visits.
She knows just how important in-person visits are, as the advocate says her son was on Rikers Island for 6 years and she visited him every week. Now, she believes it's important for those behind bars to have an opportunity to connect hand in hand with loved ones while they await their trial. And she says conditions aren't always the best. Now, the Department of Corrections says in-person family visits will resume June 25th, as I previously mentioned. And they tell us for in-person visits, they strongly encourage folks to pre-register and schedule online beginning June 14th. Due to a high demand, drop-in visits will only be allowed if space permits in their schedule. Now, along with that service, congregant religious services will resume June 14th, and barbershops and beauty salons for men and women in the city's custody started back up just 2 days ago. For Anna, she says she's just happy to see services coming back, telling me it's about time.
It's about time. They should have opened them a long time ago. I understand there was a safety issue, and it's understandable, but at the same time, the safety issue is not only concerning the visits. Safety issue concerns also the everyday life with the DOC, with the corrections officer in and out.
And Phil, as New Yorkers look to see their loved ones once again in person, is there any guidance or restrictions even as the city continues to combat COVID?
Yeah, well, Amanda, Jess, the Department of Corrections says that initially in-person visits will be Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays, and that everyone will be socially distanced 6 feet apart as other people will have their visits. Also, those who will be coming inside will be screened for exposure and any symptoms of COVID-19. Amanda, Jess?
Phil, thank you. And a quick recap here of what's next inside city jails. Those in-person visits, again, are going to begin on June 25th. You are encouraged before those visits to pre-register online starting Monday. And that's the same day religious services will start up again inside jails.